That time. That time. Don't stop, get it, get it. Hey, Simone.
Hey. Okay, there we go. Whew.
Hey,
All right.
y'all.
All right. We in here. We in here. We in here. Second live. Going live. Hey.
Hey.
How y'all
Hey,
doing? How you feeling?
hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in today. Wait, did I turn my camera around?
Yeah.
I was trying to wave to the people. Hey, Courtney.
Hey. Hey, boo.
Okay, y'all. So thanks for tuning in to our live today. Make sure you have your drink, just like Sam said.
Yep. Sippy, sippy.
Let me let y'all know. I tried to open up my first bottle, and I couldn't get the cork out, so I had to go run and get another bottle. Hey,
I don't
Keegan.
even know. I don't even want to talk about what I had to do to get my bottle of wine. It was a struggle. One place didn't
Yes.
have none, and whew, I'm hot. But I made it in time. I made it in
Yes.
time. We here. We here. Repping for Clark
Clark
Atlanta
Atlanta.
University alumni. Shout out to CAU fam in the building.
Okay, so Simone, you're gonna be our facilitator today again.
All right. That's cool. I'm down with that. I'm down
Okay.
with that. Okay, y'all. So we have some things in store. First things first, we have our dorm stories that we decided we was gonna start sharing with y'all. Dorm stories. That's the first thing up. Then we have a poem, as promised last time we were here. I said I would give y'all my lesson learned poem,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give y'all that today. Then we have hot topics for the day, which is shooting your shot. And the world of the dating apps, the yays and nays of that. And then we have mail time. We
Yes.
have our very first letter sent in for Truth Carpet, and we are so excited.
Yes.
Can't wait for y'all to hear it. Y'all gonna love it. But first things first, before we actually jump into everything else, I have a surprise.
And I have a
Again.
surprise too.
Okay, you want to go
You go
first?
first. You
I'll
want to see
go
my
first.
first?
Okay.
Wait.
I'll go first. I go
Okay.
first. Okay. So last week I was telling y'all when I was inspired, about me being inspired by writing and the things that I do and how I started writing with in forums. So I wanted to show y'all an example of what I used to do. Like, these are stories that I've been writing since 2007. If y'all could even see the date on that, like, that's a short story I wrote in
Yeah.
2007, like a full blown. I got binders on top of binders with like all kind of stories. And this is how I used to write my scripts before I went to film school and all that to learn how to do it the right way. Yep. I just typed it out in a Word doc. I've been doing that since my middle school days. So yeah, wanted to go ahead and share that with y'all.
Yes.
Go
Thank you for
ahead.
sharing that, girlfriend. That came up because
It's real.
people who weren't here last week, that came up because we were asked where did we start writing, and Moni said she used to write scripts back in the day. All right, ready for my surprise?
I am, because
My
I feel like I'm really about to be surprised.
my surprise is the intro to what we're about to talk about next.
Word. Oh my gosh.
This is
Sweet
from our
life.
yearbook, Homecoming 2008. Sweet
Homecoming
Stepping.
2008, the step show, hunty.
Look at my
Oh my
face. Oh
gosh.
my God.
The memories, girl, you bringing them back. You really bringing them back. Oh my gosh. Woo. we might as well go ahead and transition on right into the dorm stories. When
Yes.
we auditioned to be on the CAU Suite step team, Sweet Life for Life.
All right. So dorm stories first. Go ahead, Moni.
Okay, so fall 2008 at Clark Atlanta University, we for during homecoming there's a freshman step show. So you audition was like between like the first 2-3 weeks of school starting. You audition to be on the step, or like maybe that first week. I think it's literally like that first week. Yeah. You audition to be on the step team, and Hunty, they were going in starting day one of that sweet life.
Okay, so my story, went to Clark Atlanta University, and I was telling people like, yeah, I'm gonna audition. But I get nervous when auditions come around or anything big come around. So the audition came up, and I did not show up for the audition. I came up with all these excuses, and one of my brother's friends, because my brother used to go to Clark Atlanta too. She came and took me out for dinner that night. So that was a perfect excuse of why I didn't audition. So the second day, they had 2 days of tryouts. The first day was the first cuts. Then the second day was whoever can make the team. So I didn't go to the first day. The second day, I'm walking down the promenade from my classes. All of a sudden, this girl walked up to me and was like, "Wait, you Eric's cousin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Why were you at the tryouts? You need to get to the tryout. Let me call Jaleeshma now. I'm gonna tell her." Da. So she dragged me down the promenade, took me to Jaleeshma. I had to learn the step in a few hours. And then it was hard. Like for me, it was hard, and it was like a lot of pressure. And I went to try out for the step team, and we made it. Oh, it was fun, but it was hell at the same time. Like, oh my God.
It was. I think it's something that I would cherish for the rest of my life, most definitely. I can't remember a lot of it. Like I remember some practices, and I definitely remember the show. But one thing for sure, I remember from my audition, I will never forget. Me and Priscilla auditioned at the same time. I auditioned right next to her before I really knew her. We auditioned. We had auditioned at the same time. The very first audition that we had. I'll never forget that. And it wasn't. I don't even think. And we had to do like you had to show like a talent that you had, and I think I rapped. I think I might have rapped during my special talent audition, and maybe danced. I think I might have did those two.
I wasn't there, so I can't help you. You gotta remember by yourself.
I know, right? Because you didn't audition with me. You auditioned the next day. I think one of the funniest moments about stepping for me was the day that we actually had to perform, and we had to walk around the day up and not talk to anybody. The only people we could talk to was the people that was on the team. And I
with our white shirts and our bouncy curly hair, looking crazy.
So every time we saw each other, we got excited because we hadn't been talking all day. And I remember specifically my friend Kia, shout out to Kia, S-Fam, shout out. We had a lot of classes together, and she decided on the day that I could not talk to introduce herself to me. And I felt so awkward, and I felt so bad. She walked up to me, she goes, "Hi, my name's Kia," and sticks her hand out to shake my hand. And I'm in class like this.
Focus.
So I came off as a weirdo to her until she saw me later in the evening at the step show, and then she was like, "Oh, that's why she couldn't talk to me." And then literally the next day when I saw her, I was like, "I'm so sorry I couldn't talk to you yesterday. It's because of the step show. But hi, my name is Simone," and we've been friends ever since.
I wonder if other step teams were like that too. I see Raven put Laugh Out Loud Step Life was fun. Marina Hall, the best of them all. Go Raven. I wonder if they couldn't talk either. But my memory is from the jump. When we joined the step team, it was like basically a private thing. So we came to college in August, and we had our crew already from freshman orientation during the summertime. And slowly but surely, we started to. Raven said they couldn't talk. Okay, so slowly but surely, our friend group started to dwindle down, because like people were inviting us to go hang out on the promenade, go to little 5 Points, go to all these places, and we couldn't go because we had step practice and we had other things to do. So it's like, to them it's like, man, bump y'all never want to hang out with us, but to us it's like, we can't like hang out because we got these other things to do and we can't tell y'all about it. But long story short, I love the step team. It was like, I feel like I talked about it too much. Like I was just like one of those girls like, okay, shut up, girl. It was just the freshman step team. But to me, that was my first little family that I had at CAM.
Right, one of the best memories. And we won second place. Second place. Theme was Grease, Pink Ladies.
Yes.
And then the next time after that, the second show, the AUC step show, I think we won third place. I honestly can't remember. Place. We placed, I guess.
I know came first place. I think we came second place. If Weir Hall wasn't in it, we came second place. Little Sweets.
Yes, but that's from the first step show with the pink lady jackets. That's yeah. That was fun. Oh man, you still remember the steps too, right? I bet you do.
Yes.
Oh, real quick, remember when we for the second show and we made our own step? We
Bruh. We tried. So for our second step show, we were nurses in the hospital.
Doctors. I think we were doctors.
No, Callie was a doctor. We were like the nurses. And
oh yeah, so yeah, we were like the team. We were like the team, and he was the doctor. Yeah. Right.
And we had to come up with steps and stuff, because the first step show we had help. Of course, upperclassmen made up our steps. Trey and Tiana, they had previous experience on step teams, so they made up our steps. So we were like, everybody divvy it up, come up with a step. Simone and I were suite mates, so we tried our best to like come up with a step. It was so, to them, it was so raggedy. They were like, okay, anybody got anything else? But we had a rule that if you can't come up with anything better, then don't say anything at all. So we ended up editing the step so that we could use it for the show. But my memory is like, it was crickets. when we did our step, it was like, okay, transition, whatever.
Right, that step's over. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, right. And then that was the one where I got thrown in the air at the end and had to come back down. Man, my knee was so messed up. My knee is still messed up to this day from stepping.
It was a great experience. So Raven said, I saw the shows on YouTube. Y'all were amazing. Yes, so our steps are on YouTube if you want to check out our step shows, or any CAU step shows. If you didn't go to a HBCU, those are things that, like, we take our homecomings seriously, and it's like so much fun. So if you want to check out any of those experiences, you can check us out on YouTube.
Yes. Now, moving right along, I want y'all to start to snap, grab your drink, get into this vibe, because y'all about to go on this ride, this poetic ride I'm about to take y'all into. This is our section called Poetic Suites, and I'm going to give you a piece entitled Distracted Lesson. This piece was inspired by a situationship, what we talked about a little bit last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me just go ahead and jump right on into it, and then we can go ahead and talk about it.
Oops, I don't want that one.
No. We want it to be, something. Is this one too much? I want to use this one.
Okay,
all right, y'all. Here we go.
Wait, hold on. I want to say, so we can't hear you guys. So if you like what you're hearing, can you put the snap emoji, or you can put the hearts. Okay. Sweet.
All right, let me take y'all on this journey. It's like 1 minute I'm fine, and the next minute you're running through my mind. Why? I'm trying to forget you and everything that is a reminder, including every moment you made me smile. And even though those are the moments I love because you never made me cry. And the way you talk to me while looking in my eyes. Damn, you are such a distraction. And every gesture and action that made me feel weak are embedded in my brain on repeat. Trying to hate you is hard because up I had my guard when I met you, and before I had a chance to reject you, I let you in. Foolish? Probably. But at the time, it felt right. Because when I would close my eyes that night, I was thinking about you, only to find you also in my dreams. It was insane yet unbelievable at the same time. Since never did I think I would find myself here in this never-ending, unorganized maze, limbo between here and some distant place only you knew of, constantly running and asking myself, where's the finish line, if only one exists? Because this is driving me crazy. The key to my heart is stolen and you don't even know you have it. While I sit at home trying to unlearn your habits and hating all things that remind me of you, entertaining myself with too many nobodies in hopes of finding a temporary boo to pass by time. And they have no clue that I'm wasting their time, but at the same time, I'm bothered that you wasted mine. Oh, what a tangled web we have weaved. And yes, I say we because I didn't get tangled by myself, yet I'm still trying to get out. And you pretending like you don't care doesn't help. Was expecting forever, but I didn't expect it to end so soon either. Of course, the sooner the better, but you failed to relay that message to me. Fell back so far as if we had never met. And yet the connection we made was all in my head, made up. That's what's up. I guess it is what it is. And I should let it be this and not worry about what it was because we were never actually in a relationship, just stuck in some type of situationship where the situation had a mind of its own, grew into some type of beast neither one of us could tame or control since we had no expectations, but we wanted to take it slow. Made sense at the time. Now I'm wondering why I let it be okay. Oh yeah, because I really liked you and you always had really nice things to say. Mesmerized by my eyes and grabbing my thighs while unlocking the code to understand my past and speaking as if you were destined to be in my future. Oh, we were cute together. And of course, there was so much more than meets the eye, but it doesn't hurt to mention it's better than me asking you why. I've had many conversations with you in my head, knowing exactly what I would say when I saw your face again. And when the opportunity came, my mind drew a blank. Every word, every sentence, every quote, every emotion I wanted to convey simply vanished. And in the end, once again, I felt dumb. And you know how smart I actually am. But there is something about you that makes me this way. I don't like it. Which is why forgetting you would be best. But it's so damn hard. Yet you make it look so easy. How could you not miss me? I should have been selfish and never shared how I felt, but it was a must to let you know. For once my decision went from indecisive to decisive in a matter of seconds, and I didn't expect anything to change between us because we were so close. And I held on to hope instead of faith, ran out of breath. Now I'm losing the race to your heart. Always being there for you didn't seem to be enough. Gave a helping hand more than once, or maybe you pretended to be too tough to let me in. Must be something about your opposite that I just don't understand. But it's also the very thing that attracted me in the first place, because I love our differences. And us being different gave me a reason to listen because I always wanted to know more. You were a mystery I was destined to solve, and while our emotions evolved, I got scared too. But running away was never my option. I was trying to keep myself from falling into an emotional, unbalanced game of life that lasted forever like Monopoly, shifting my thoughts and my monogamy, and what used to be my nonchalant demeanor is now a worry. So when did I fall? I'm pretty sure you noticed because you tripped me, and you didn't want to struggle with coping after breaking my heart, and that part, I hate to admit it, but it hurts anyway. Because you just couldn't say I'm not ready to commit, but I wasn't either. But I was willing to jump and take a chance with you, create forever memories instead of forcing myself to quit reminiscing about you. So now what? Apparently, that's the only question I have left to ask. The last thing my mind can muster, but don't feel the need to respond because I already know the answer. I'm grateful to not be broken and have accepted this as a lesson learned. But if I had been a lot smarter, took more notes, paid more attention, and studied just a little bit harder, maybe I wouldn't have needed a grading curve. Thank you. That is
Girl.
distracted lesson, y'all.
Oh my
That is distracted
God.
lesson. And I honestly think that's one of the longest pieces I have.
And I appreciate every freaking word you put into that. Like, oh my God, girl. The first time I heard that on Facebook, I think, I was just like, bruh, that I feel it. You are speaking for me. You are speaking for me. Like, yes, everybody is snapping, clapping, because you deserve it. Like, bruh, I have no words because you set them all. Seriously.
Yeah, that piece was honestly inspired by from, like I said, like a situationship that I was in, and we were actually really close, and it seemed like it was going somewhere. Then all of a sudden, it just kind of vanished, and it was kind of like, okay, I'm not sure what happened. Are you going to communicate to me what you didn't like
Right.
anymore?
Right.
Because the fact that how close we were and how much time we spent together, whether it was in person, on the phone, texting every day, it just kind of seemed weird to just all of a sudden just drop it. It seemed as if we were close enough for you to have that relationship to be open and tell me like, hey, you know what? This isn't working for me. This is what I'm going through. Like, I can understand if our relationship wasn't on that level, but it had seemed to be there. It seemed like it was there, but hey, you know, things happen, life happens, we evolve, we learn, we change, and here I am today with no hate in my heart. It happened, so.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Unfortunately, but damn, that's how we do it.
Unfortunately. Okay, honey. Do you want to know what's next?
Yes.
We got some topics for you.
Okay, we are going to move on to hot
Hot
topics.
topics. Oh, yes. Hot topics. And the topic of the day is shooting your shots. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, shooting your shot. Yay or nay, have you the do's, the don'ts, the whys, the yays and
Right.
nays, all of that good stuff. And
Okay. So, as you can see, we are both women. So that's why I think that this topic is going to be juicy, a good topic to talk about because I guess I'm starting right now. A lot of people typically it's expected for men to shoot their shots. But is it okay for women to shoot their shots? We have somebody in the crowd. Courtney said she has shot her shot before. Okay, Kristen said she shot her shot before too. I'm sure Kristen shot her shot. Okay, go ahead, Moni. Have you ever shot a shot? Did you
I
like
have
did you
thought
shoot the ball or did you shoot it? Like shoot.
I thought about throwing the ball in. I kind of dribbled it for a while, trying to see if I was gonna pass it. So this is what happened. I was at the train station, right, and I saw this brother. And honey, he was fine. He was fine. I was like, damn, he is fine. Not fine, he was fine. Fine, hunty. He was fine. And I was like, and he had on like his chef outfit. Like ooh, he either going to cook school or he's already a chef. So right, I'm like, ooh, food, yummy for my tummy, honey. And then I'm like, I should go over there and just let him know how handsome he is. But then there was another part of me that was like, girl, why the hell would you walk over there? You look a hot mess today. You just gonna walk over there and tell that man he fine. I'm like, and then there's the other side of me that was like, yes, girl, let him know because you know men want to feel good too. And then the other side of me was like, sit your ass down and stay over here and let's get on this train. So that's what I did. The other side one, I ended up getting on the train. But I was like, if I ever see this fine ass man again, I'm gonna tell him. Why the next week? I see this man again, and I didn't say nothing. Oh, I'm shy, y'all. I'm shy. I'm really shy. I really wanted to say something, and I feel like if it was meant for me to say something, I would have walked up to that man and said, "You know what? I just wanted to let you know that you're fine." That's all I want.
Why didn't you like? What made you so shy? Like, why couldn't you find the courage or anything to say? At least hi to him or something.
Girl, nerves. I was nervous. Like, it wasn't even like one of those kind of moments where it's like we made eye contact and he might think like, ooh, maybe I should walk over there and say hello. Like, I was legit like shot. Like, my nerves was like, dang. And I was like, dang, what if I get shot down? I'm like, dang, men deal with that all the time. Like, trying to push up on a woman and shit. Be like, ugh, I don't want to talk to you. So they get shot down all the time. I don't know. Maybe that's what I was afraid of, getting shot down. I don't know. But that was then. Now I have no issue with walking up to her. I'm like, I just want to let you know that you're really handsome. No disrespect if you're in a relationship. She's a lucky woman. Like, just let it be known that that a man look good. They want to feel good too. They want to feel those vibes. What do you think would happen? What did you think? Oh, what did I think would happen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought I might get shot down. I didn't want to be embarrassed.
What she had to lose was her she said she didn't want to be embarrassed, so I guess her pride.
I mean, yeah, I guess then, yeah, I'm just I'm just really shy. 27 maybe. 27 I want to say I was. So yeah, that was like 3 years ago. So I mean, I have no issues with it now, but I was just like, man, I think also how fine he was made me kind of nervous. So it was just kind of like, ooh.
Was he like, oh yeah, you said he was fine.
He was
like,
fine. I was like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to shoot your shot?
Okay. So now, all these days that I've thought about it, knowing that this was our topic, it finally hit me now, like literally now. Okay, so prior to recent years, if I'm being goofy and I don't really like care or think that the guy's gonna respond, I like if I'm being dared by friends to go up to a guy, I would do it in a heartbeat. But if I'm really attracted to somebody, I can't do it. So I'm thinking now during homecoming, I was walking down the promenade with my friends and my cousin, just minding my own business, and then there was this guy. He was so fine, like fine, and it just came out. Like I wasn't thinking or anything. It just came out. I was like, "Ooh, you are handsome." And then my friend and cousin was like, because we were talking, like I was in the middle of a conversation with my cousin, and then I was just like, "Oh, you are fine." And I guess I probably looked so good that he said, "You too." Oh, I said, "You're handsome, sorry." And he said, "You too." And then I didn't catch on. And then everybody was like, "What?" And he's like, "I mean, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous." So then during that moment, it was just like so hilarious that I just kept walking. Like I didn't think to exchange numbers or anything. We just kept walking. Later on that night was the party at was it Compound? I don't know my clothes right now, but we went to the homecoming party. And he was there, and I was like, "You the guy from the promenade?" And then I went over, we exchanged number, and then we started talking from there. Obviously, ain't going nowhere because I'm still single, but we started talking. So that
hey, that's a form of shooting your shot, hunting. So you did that.
Yeah, I shot my shot, but other than that, like, no, I guess for me, I can't think. If I think, then I will like overthink myself and shy myself away from it. And I'll think too, like, oh well, if he's into me or if he thinks I'm attractive, he'll say something, right? So he ain't saying nothing because he obviously don't find me attractive. That's what my mind will start thinking, unless I'm not thinking. It just come out like, oh, you fine. And I'm like, damn, it came out, and I gotta go along with what I just said.
Right. That actually happened to us once. We were in the car. I think I had came to visit you in Jersey one year. And I can't remember where we were leaving from, but it was a group of guys walking by. And I just happened to be sitting in the car, and I was like, damn, he fine. And he turned around and came back.
Oh man.
And he was like, hey, what you say? I was like, oh shoot, you heard me? I didn't know I said it. I was just saying she was cute. That was it.
That reminds me of when we were walking to the calf. I guess it had to be freshman year because we were walking from the suites and somebody was trying to holler, and I was like, Who is that?
We're like, oh no, we don't know who that is.
Yeah, but prior to adult life, I found it hard to shoot my shot. Even as far as like DMs on Instagram, social media, things like that. With social media, I'm less shy, I guess, because I'm hiding behind the screen. But at the same time, I get nervous because I'm like, bruh, he could take a screenshot and like try to clown me. That's before, but now it's like, if I want to, I want to, kind of thing. But I have to like not think about it.
I can't do the dating app world. I've tried on several different occasions, and it's just something about trying to drag a conversation along in the app. I'm the type of person to be like, look, here's my number. You want to continue this conversation or not? Let's talk on the phone. Let me see what your voice sounds like, and let's set up a coffee. Like, I don't have time to be trying to fill you out like in a message. Like, if you like, I don't know. It's the vibe feels really weird, and then sometimes things can get misconstrued in messaging that can come out differently when you're actually speaking over the phone. Now, have I shot my shot? I wouldn't call it shooting my shot, but I have sent the first message in like a dating app. I'm like, come on, let's get the ball rolling. Hey, how you doing? You know, like just to start it, because I also know, like, I've spoken to guys before, and guys find it very boring for females to not interact in a dating app. Like, it has to be give and take it within a conversation. So if you're not interested in speaking to somebody, like via messaging, you gotta say something like, hey, you know what? I'm not down with the dating app thing. Let's just talk on the phone. If you don't want to talk, let's meet up for coffee in a public place or something where it's a bunch of people. Why are we waiting? Are we on a dating app to date? Let's go on a freaking date. Exactly. Like, I can make my own coffee. Shoot. Let's just get to
I hate when people like link up for coffee. I don't even drink coffee.
Drink tea, girl. Tea, coffee.
But don't take me to a coffee. Take me on a date.
Let's meet up for ice cream. Something small. Or it's just meet somewhere where it's a bunch of people. Shoot, we can meet and sit on the damn park bench for all I care. All I want to do is meet and talk. I don't want to be in this damn app. I don't even like texting. Why would I want to be in the app? My Lord. Oh, I'm hot. Shoot. I'm just saying. Get me out of this damn app. I hate that app.
All right. For me, I've been on several dating apps, and most of the apps that I've been on, I'll be on them for 2 minutes, an hour, a day top. Like, it's just like, it's the people that's on there, I'm not feeling it. But in January, one of my friends at that time introduced me to another app and was like, oh, I heard it's successful, blah, blah, blah. So I joined the app, and I had success on there. People who I felt like the conversation within 3 days-ish, if it wasn't going anywhere, then I like delete them, whatever. Like, it's not going anywhere, whatever. But if I feel like, okay, you got good conversation, now I'm yearning to hear your voice, kind of thing. So then I kind of like say a slick line that will make them give me their number, and then I get the number and we text, and then we have a conversation. And if we have a conversation and they go somewhere from there, typically they will say, let's link up, and then we'll link up, kind of thing. But I've only linked up with one person because, like I said, I just joined this app in January, and I linked up with that person. And then now coronavirus hit, and now it's hard to like date anybody or whatever. But I'm just like really forthcoming with my intentions with the app. One guy asked me why I joined the app, and I was like, hey, I could find somebody in person, but the reason why I joined this app is just to speed up the process with finding somebody. I would prefer to meet someone in person, but if I happen to meet somebody on a dating app, if I happen to be matched, like, it's basically like the app is setting up the blind date for me. And either we vibe or we don't vibe. I hate that word, but I can't find another word right now. So yeah, I'm not down for texting you on the app for days or months. Like, come on with the conversation. Show me what kind of person you are, because for all I care, it could be your little cousin texting me on the thing. Like,
right. I don't know who it is.
At first I was like, oh, not everybody has FaceTime or whatever. No, there's Google Duo. Even in the dating app, because of Corona, they have the videos on there now. So video chat me.
Oh, they do. See, yeah. I've been gone for too long. I didn't even know they had, you can video chat now on the dating app. No excuses. Let's see what you look like. It's coronavirus. We can't go nowhere, but I can still see you. Like, don't play.
It's called dating. It's called dating from home. And after you're like consistent for a certain amount of time, it'll say, hey, do you want to date from home? But both people have to say yes in order for you to accept
Oh, okay.
information. That's like a better way. They have it now, so then you can feel safe with not having to share your phone number. But prior to, I had to get comfortable with you first, because my phone number is linked to several things. It's linked to my Facebook, my Instagram, my address, my car, all that stuff. I'm not about to pop bop and give you my phone number so you can have all my information. Like, no, get to know me a little bit first in this app. Give it a few days. I like you, okay, but I can't say like I'm interested in you. Okay, let's exchange numbers, whatever. But with that, I'm not shy with shooting my shot, because that's what I'm on the app for. Like, if they like my picture, and then I'll say, hey, what's up, or something like that. Yes, Courtney, bop, bop, bop.
Man, if dudes was smart, they would actually be trying to have some quarantine dates. Because honestly, I've had guys literally text me and tell me that they want to take me out during the virus. Baby, I'm social distancing. I'm not going out of the house and going on a date with you. Where are we going? Everything is closed. Can you get creative? Can you at least get creative? Can you get creative? Like, you haven't even asked me to video chat, but you want to take me out somewhere. Everything is closed, boo. Everything is closed. Like, no, we not going nowhere. I'm social distancing.
They know they can't.
Like, first, I don't know. I'm social distancing.
I feel like for me right now, it's hard. So I actually paused the app. It's hard for me to date virtually with anybody, because at first in the beginning, I thought, okay, it'll be easy. I'll get to know them for real. I won't be focused on the monetary thing, how he dressed and everything like that. I'll get to know him internally. But then my love language is physical touch. And I have to be in person for that. And also, what's the other one? Quality time. I can't just like talk on the phone with you, because the more I'm talking on the phone with you, I'm going to want to spend time with you. And then if I'm not getting that, then I'm going to think, oh, he doesn't like me, but it's the damn quarantine, so he can't, spend time with me. And I got to be careful. I don't want to just be spending time with anybody. So that part of me, the whole dating part, has taken a pause right now.
I think also too, I get bored fast. That's why I can't do the texting, the messaging back and forth thing. I get bored. I just be like, you want to play guess who, what I like. Don't just ask me like my favorite color and my birthday. Like, I don't want these generic ass questions. Can we just get to the nitty gritty already? Like,
yeah, I feel like we're too grown for that. I think stuff like that, like, what's your favorite color, favorite number, stuff like that, it has to come up in conversation about, like, don't just be on the phone like you just said. So what's your favorite color? What's your favorite number? What you do? The whole what you do today, basically it's the same thing every day. So stuff like that, it has to come up in conversation. Talk about something else. That's
right. I want to see where your mind is. Exactly. I can't get to know you asking 21 generic questions. Shoot, I might as well grab a piece. It's like an interview. So, when were you born? Birthday,
exactly.
Great. And your sign? Oh my gosh, I used to date a Sagittarius. I don't know if I want to do that again. And how much do you make? Great. Okay. Like, why would anybody want to sit there and feel like they're being interviewed? Exactly. No. Let's just have like general conversation, and if we vibe, it's gonna instantly vibe anyway. Like, when you feel a connection with somebody in the question. Exactly. 50 Cent, 21 questions. Don't nobody want that.
I don't think it's anything, Courtney.
Don't nobody want to be asked those 21 questions. Woo, Lord.
What do you think is appropriate after shooting your shot, and whether he shot the shot or you shot the shot, and it makes the basket or the goal? What's the first topics? Like, what things should you be talking about when you first get to know someone? Sorry. Like,
I think it varies on like the things that you have interest in. Like, you could have a conversation from starting to talk about movies, and then finding that you both have an interest in, specific kinds of films or something like that. Or you both have an interest in cars. I just feel or like understanding like what you want to do and where you want to go in life. I honestly feel like it varies on how the conversation is carried.
Yeah.
but it can definitely go in many different directions, and you can find out a lot of information if you ask the right questions.
Right. So basically, you're going with the flow of it. It depends on who the person is, and it depends on where your conversation kind of started that you go along with it. So it doesn't feel like an interview.
Right, it doesn't feel like an interview, because I remember one time I was chatting with this guy and we were basically talking about music, and I felt like from that conversation about music, it was just kind of like, we're not gonna vibe. All you listen to is Future, and it was some other person. Like, I started talking about like neo soul and how I like vibe with like jazz music and be like just a tad bit eclectic, and he wasn't getting with it. And I'm like, and it's just the conversation felt combative in regards to the type of music that we like, and I'm like, nah, this ain't.
Right.
You being combative about the kind of music that I listen to versus what you listen to. Nope. Yeah, he said he didn't like J. Cole, he didn't like Kendrick, he didn't like Jill Scott, Music Soul Child. I was like,
I love those artists.
moving right along.
Okay, so somebody said the credit score, hobbies, interests, they're not taking on a charity case, so they got to be able to take care of themselves, especially at this age. I agree. I would say asking about family, lifestyle, what makes them happy, etc. So I agree with you, Moni. Um, as far as the credit score, that's a hard topic. Like, I've never dated anyone and spoke about finances, only because I never got that far with anyone to be able to speak about that. But yes, credit score is real, and at this time in your life, if you're looking to marry somebody and be invested long term, that's really important. But as far as like getting to know them initially, I'm agreeing with Jack, and I think Courtney and Sam all put to talk about your yes, Eddie, your 5 year plan is good too. And the when you find out that you're starting to dating this person, but initial conversation, I'm thinking like the first 5 conversations that you're having with this person, what should you be talking about? I agree that it should be your interest. I agree that some family stuff should be talked about, because especially like for me, I want somebody who's family oriented. So somebody saying like, oh, I spend time with my niece and stuff like that, that triggers you to be like, oh, how often do you spend time with your family? Blah, blah, blah. So you get a vibe of like how important family really is to them, opposed to if they just saying that because they saw it on your profile, for example, or they saw it on your Instagram that you got pictures of your family.
Right.
How many kids they have, I think that's important too.
How many kids?
I think that's important too, because then if you don't have kids, or if you do have kids, you're stepping in to that situation, being a step parent, and things like that. So just learning what you're getting yourself into. I found it interesting. One of the guys who I have been communicating with from the rip, we were in a conversation talking or whatever, and then towards the end of the conversation, I was like, so is there anything else that you want to ask me before we get off the phone? And he was like, what are you looking for? For a guy, I was like, whoa, like that's direct, because that's typically a question that a female would ask. But for him to ask that, it was just like I liked it. It made me feel comfortable, because honestly, that's a question in the back of my head that I was thinking the whole time. Like, what is he trying to get from this? What is he trying to get from this? And then for him to ask that question, it was like, oh, okay, it felt nice. So
I'm with you. I never answered that question either. Only because I don't want to give you a blueprint in regards to how you think you should be molding yourself to be with me. That's just my thing. I feel like you will understand what I want through conversation, opposed to me telling you off the back, I want a guy that does this, and this. I've been through this, so I don't want you to do this. Like, over time, with us getting to know each other, then you'll understand like my likes and dislikes. I want you to be who you are, because some guys will literally ask that question and try to be that dude.
Yeah.
Not to say that's necessarily a bad thing, because you will change and adjust for someone that you like, but I feel like that also is a thing that will happen over time. I'm not just gonna lay it all out for you so you know how to read me or manipulate me or something of that nature. Like, no, we gonna get to know each other together. We gonna learn what we like.
So Eddie's saying, I feel like men who are looking to settle down ask more serious questions on the first few dates versus the playboy. So as far as the Playboy, F-boy, things that we label these guys who are wasting our time, I agree with you, Moni. I don't feel comfortable with giving you the initial list that I used to have, which is all characteristics, like probably 2 pages worth of characteristics that I'm trying to find in a guy. God-fearing, handsome, at least 5'10", a good credit score, got a big, like stuff like that, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
on my list, opposed to the way that I answered this guy, because I know I knew from other conversation that he's looking for something serious. So I felt comfortable with answering him, but it was nothing like that he could specifically act on that. Like, I want a guy who takes me on this amount of dates. I want a guy who dresses like this. I want a guy who likes something that he can put down notes and then act that way. It was basically like, I'm looking for a partner in life. Something vague, but that's really for me, because I don't know. I'm saying I might want somebody who's 6'2", but God might want somebody who's 4'8" for me. I hope it's not 4'8", but I try to not be specific in that way. Just saying, like, I want somebody who I can grow with.
Right, growing with.
That was our conversation.
Ooh,
Definitely
let's ooh, guess what time it is?
Mail time, mail time,
Mail time, mail time. It's time for the mail. Come on, Hunty.
So we have a letter from an anonymous writer, and I'm going to read the letter to you. Ready? Okay. Years ago, I was dating someone long distance for just over 2 years. Because of my past of being cheated on, I was reluctant to post pictures of him. The relationship was going so well. We met each other's families, and I just felt that we had a future together. I decided it was time to be more public with our relationship. So I changed my profile pic to a pic of him and I. Within a few hours, I get a DM from a girl who asks me why I have her boyfriend of 5 years in my picture. I was so confused and told her he was my boyfriend, and we had been together for 2 years. I texted him immediately, and he responded with a lot of hateful, disrespectful comments and then blocked my number. I continued to tell the other girlfriend more details and answered her questions. No closure. That's how the relationship ended. Fast forward to present day, I've noticed that a lot of women I know who are dating are afraid to post pictures of their man. What do you all think about sharing your relationship or datingship on social media? Privacy and openness. So the question is, what do you think about sharing your relationship or your datingship on social media? I'm glad then the person says, I'm glad the last relationship ended back then, but now I kind of wish I was more open before and probably would have saved myself a year or more of looking like a clown. I'm happily married, but love all convo about romance, dating, love, and relationships. Proud of you girls for doing your thing.
Thank you.
Yes. So thank you to that anonymous person for sharing that letter. The question is, what do you think about sharing your relationship on social media? Pictures, status, all of that. So somebody says, I think keep it off social media platforms. That's a female says that, and a man says the same thing. If y'all can't go through each other's phones, MFers shouldn't put it on social media. Well, it's not about going through each other's phones. It's about putting it on as your status or as your Facebook status saying single or in a relationship with that person, or posting a picture with bae looking cuddled up and stuff like that. All right. So Moni, what's your feedback?
I mean, for me, I feel like keeping it private until we both agree like that's something that we would want it to do. Because leave it up to me, y'all ain't gonna know about my man until we married. Like, oh my gosh, she was dating somebody, show us, he put a ring on it, we're going on our honeymoon. Like, it's not a big deal for me to have to share my relationship. I used to feel that way. Like, this is bae, y'all, this is my man. But you might come across somebody that's not even big into social networks and want to put their pictures up like that. Like,
right.
You know, and so you have to respect what your partner, like if that's not something they want to do, that's not something that they want to do. Like it has something you have to come to an agreement with, because you don't have to show and prove your love by showing it to other people. Who gives a damn what other people think? I don't give a damn about other people's opinion. Get out of here with that. All I care about is me and my man. Me and my man, we good over here. I don't care what y'all think about our relationship. Plus, when we going through stuff, y'all not gonna know about that stuff anyway. So why do y'all care about our pictures? Like, you know what I'm saying? So keep my relationship private. That's what I vote for.
So personally, I agree with Courtney. First post you see is a ring on my left hand. I agree with that. Also, I always thought that if I did post a picture with my significant other, it will only be for my close friends to see. I don't want to put it on social media because honestly, I have couples who are my favorite couples on social media. And when all of a sudden those pictures are deleted and they go away, I'm like, wait, what? Y'all broke up? And I feel like I'm a part of that relationship. Like, y'all ain't tell me y'all about to break up. Why y'all deleting the pictures? So, but for me personally, I would not. I would like to think, because it might change. All of a sudden, I got a boyfriend tomorrow, and everybody in the chat, I'm like, yeah, you said you wasn't gonna post him, but I would like to think today that I would not post anybody unless they were my husband, because I don't want to think that I have to go back and delete stuff and all that wishy-washy stuff. And then also, I did have a boyfriend who, on National Boyfriend Day, kept begging me to post a picture of him on my social media. And then I was like, why, whatever. So then he was like, just post it. So to satisfy him, I posted on Snapchat like a video of us, but like he was taller than me, like 6 something. So he was taller than me, so you could see him a little bit, but not really, just to like shut him up. But come to find out, that was the same guy that I told y'all last week that was married. So he could still be telling you to post him, and he got a whole wife or a whole girlfriend or anything at home. So at the end of the day, social media is not going to really save you from being cheated on or anything.
Right. And definitely not.
It's bad because like it's so many things that people can do. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. Just like
right, he gonna cheat in public and in private. He don't care. He gonna get what he gonna get when he want it.
Right. They could take the girlfriend or wife phone and make sure they block your profile and the friend's profile and everything, and make sure you don't see it. Yep, he was married.
Yes,
wanted me to confess to the world that I had a boyfriend.
You want the deets? Go back and watch episode 1.
Yeah.
Was there a second question to that? Was there another question?
No, that was the only question for this part. But
okay.
I did put something. Hold on. I still saw somebody put a question. They said, if someone pops up and says, wait, that's my man. So if you have a picture on your profile with your boo, and then somebody sends a DM or a comment on your thing and say, that's my man, to me, I would go to our man, who you saying that's our man, and be like,
right.
What's up?
We gonna talk to our man. Who is this? Is this an ex? Is this a stalker chick? Is this somebody that you actually dating and you dating me too? Like, let me know. I need to know. These are questions that need answers, honey. Questions that need answers. Like, ooh, honey.
Yeah.
I would go
to him and ask, because it could be a lie. It could be a stalker. It could be somebody he dated before and trying to ruin his world or whatever. So you really never know. But then too, the guy could be lying. But that's when trust falls in. Or if I'm going crazy, I might ask the girl too. You never know what you might do until you're in a situation. So, Courtney asked, how did I find out? How did I find out that my boyfriend was married? That's in what's the name of that blog, Simone? Too Good to Be True.
Too Good to Be True blog, or you could watch episode 1 of Truth Carpet.
You can watch episode 1 of Truth Carpet, or you can read my blog, Too Good to Be True.
But so we have about 5 minutes left, so we're gonna have to wrap in a bit before we jump on again for our Q&A. But we definitely have a couple announcements for y'all before we end this.
Yes.
First one being, y'all, you want to do the first one?
Yes. So our May question of the month. If you answer our question of the month, you'll be entered to win 50% off on any one of our products on our website. So if you are subscribed or a member of our website, then you already know the deal. But you see us posting on our social media all the time, questions of the month. So if you go onto our website and answer those questions, we'll enter you into our raffle, and then you can get 50% off on any of our merchandise on our website.
Yes. Next on the list is voting for the vibe of the week. I know y'all been seeing the post. This is Love Loud Vibe Battle. We are in the process of making a Love Loud playlist on Spotify. And every Wednesday from here on out, me and Yaya will be posting on our stories and the Love Loud story our quotes back to back. So if you vibe better with the song that she chooses for the quote or the one I choose for the quote, you have to vote. And then whatever one gets the most votes is the song that's going to go on our playlist. So make sure y'all check us every Wednesday for the Love Loud vibes.
Yes. The next announcement is mail time.
Mail time.
So if you have any situations or questions or anything, letters that you would like us to read and have people give feedback, send us a DM, send us an email, let us know what your question or your situation is, and we will, just like we did today, read your letter to our IG Live and then give you some feedback, give you our thoughts.
And
last but not least,
subscribe to our YouTube, y'all. If you ever miss us live on IG, it's definitely going to be on our YouTube channel, LoveLoudd, Love Loud on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell your co-worker, tell your partner. I don't care who you tell. Just let them know that they should subscribe to Love Loud YouTube channel because they're going to get these vibes right here all the time. Okay?
Tell your partner them. Hey. And if you liked what you witnessed today, make sure you tell some of your friends to hop on. We're going to be on here every other Friday with different hot topics. Remember, that's hot topics. That we're going to be discussing each week. So we are gonna close out of here because we're gonna be kicked off soon. And
right.
We're gonna welcome you all to come back with us through the Love Loud page or through I Am Loud. That's yours, right, Simone? I Am Loud.
That's me.
To join us for our question and answer section. Thank you so much for participating.
So thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.